Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. Reporting to you live from Crypto Island. Beautiful out there. It's one of those sunroofs down kind of weather. Moon roofs, whatever you have. If you have a convertible, just put the whole roof down.
There you go.
If you got a Jeep, just ride on the axles, basically. You can do that. How's everybody doing? Got stuck in traffic yesterday, so I couldn't make it. But we're back.
We are back.
Taya's back.
I'm back.
Happy Friday, Jason. In El Paso, happy Friday to you. Mike, Maria, Preston, Doug, Nancy, Kenny, Patrick, Jolene. Yes, we are in Crypto Island and the trees are moving. So this makes me happy on Fridays. Just seeing palm trees.
It's the simple things in life.
It is. All right, let's get into it.
Breaking group of European politicians to nominate Zelensky for a Nobel Peace Prize. Don't know what to think about this. Yeah, all right. Next.
Don't the Norwegians decide? The Norwegian parliament?
Norwegian, yeah,
Right?
they do.
Okay.
They do. I don't know where they really stand on all this, but you know. All right. Heroes. JetBlue American Southwest pilots sue CDC over federal mask mandate. The 10 commercial airline pilots argue that the court should vacate worldwide the FTMM, the Federal Transportation Mask Mandate, calling it an illegal something and something. Nonetheless, very happy to see some more lawsuits coming down the pike. Next.
I saw an article today. I didn't send it in. It said that American Airlines will start serving alcohol again mid-April.
Yes. Yep.
That means they're not going to extend the mask mandate.
Yeah, that's correct.
So mid-April, everybody.
Mid-April.
April 18th.
We'll see where everything lands. Breaking Kentucky House on a 70-23 vote just passed SB 83 banning males from participating in women's sports. This is a huge win. Very happy to see this. Next. The mainstream media called this laptop story a right-wing conspiracy, fake news, and not just disinformation, but Russian disinformation. It turns out it was true. What a world we live in. Hunter Biden's infamous laptop confirmed in New York Times report, which was confirmed way early on in 2020 by independent media, and it was labeled Russian disinformation. Next.
Do you think he knew what was on there?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Or
do you think he was so high, he's just like, I gotta get this thing repaired, man?
I'm sure.
Because why would you take a laptop that's full, like with your hard drive, full of like...
Bad stuff.
Exactly. Why would you take it to it?
I
Obviously, they're
don't
going to
know.
look through it.
I don't know. Maybe you're hoping nobody really knows who you are.
Possibly.
I would like to see what's on that laptop. At the same time, I don't want to see what's on that laptop. All right. Fix our border, Joe. Biden when other countries need help.
Nice.
And then when Americans need help. Next. JD Vance on who is benefiting from America's border crisis. We have an invasion in this country because very powerful people get richer and more powerful because of it. It's not bad policy. It's evil, and we need to call it that. Let's see it. Or not. So close. There's a border crisis, everyone, and it's evil. Next. New York Times confirmed 10% for the big guy, aka Joe Biden, emails are real. So when do the impeachment proceedings begin? Hashtag impeach Biden. I think it's fair after everything they put Trump through.
Yeah, not going to happen.
No, it's definitely not going to happen, but I think it's fair to throw
Can you
this out
imagine
there.
if Trump like took 10%?
No, I can't. He would have been done
There
in
would have
like...
been riots.
Yes. BLM, Antifa,
Everybody.
all the LGBTQ2 plus people, all the groups. Next. An imminent strike by, can we blow this up just a little bit more? Please. Thank you. An imminent strike by unionized rail workers and CP Rail could sever parts of Canada's already weakened supply chain, as well as severely impact this year's growing season for farmers across North America. So something else that we need to look forward to, and yet not in Canada and across the world. So we have Russia, which is like the bread basket, 25% of the world's exports in wheat.
Yes.
But then we also have Canadian rail possibly going on strike soon, which will limit farmers even further.
Man, they're going full
They're
France
going
in
full
Canada.
on. It's pretty bizarre. And then there's still trucker convoys going on.
Yeah.
In different regions. It's not just at the capital. So everything is.
They're really letting their French heritage shine with all their strikes and stuff.
It's true. It's true. But this is on western side of Canada, so we don't really like the French part of Canada.
Oh, no.
So, you know,
Still.
we're doing our own thing.
I mean, you got two languages, French and English, so.
Which majority of population don't even know French. You know?
Still.
It's still there, unfortunately. If you're on the western side of Canada, you really don't like the French part of Canada. It's this thing. It's a whole thing. But, you know, we have to deal with it. Next.
That's right. Gas prices can't be
This is
that high.
awesome.
Gas prices.
Jeez.
Look at his face, though. Just a little laugh there for Friday. Friday laughs. Next.
Just having a good time. Crypto Island. That's our vibe.
Next. Coinbase faces $5 million class action lawsuit alleging Dogecoin and 78 other crypto tokens are unlicensed securities. So somebody lost money and now they're sad, so they're suing. Let's see it. Coinbase has been slapped with a class action lawsuit that alleges the cryptocurrency exchange is operating as an unregistered securities bourse. A complaint filed with the Southern District Court of New York. Man, how many complaints are filed with that court? On March 11th, alleges that Coinbase is selling 79 cryptocurrencies that are unregistered securities. The three plaintiffs named several popular large-cap cryptocurrencies on its alleged unregistered securities, including Cardano, Polkadot, Decentraland, Shiba Inu, and Dogecoin. The Coinbase users who filed the suit claimed the platform is in violation of federal and state law by selling these assets. You shouldn't have bought them and should compensate all users who suffered losses while trading them. Somebody, I guarantee you, some sort of brokerage is behind this because they're mad that Coinbase is making money and they're losing money. Continue. They, however, added that Bitcoin and Ethereum should not be considered unregistered securities because of their decentralized nature, stated the lawsuit. Well, or because they're invested in it. Last year, Coinbase suspended trading of Ripple on its platform after an SEC lawsuit named XRP an unregistered security. Continue. The crypto exchange has often voiced the need for regulatory clarity in the digital asset space and has even put forth its own recommendations for favorable policy. The head of rival retail brokerage Robinhood Markets legal department called Coinbase recommendations one of the stupidest ideas. I'm glad there's somebody that because they're shooting themselves in the foot. Continue. Options dealers to amplify seesaw market as $3.5 trillion in equity options expire today. Let's see it. According to Goldman Sachs, roughly $3.5 trillion of single stock and index level options will expire in a quarterly event, dubbed triple witching. Concurrently, the more near-the-money options are maturing than ever since 2019, suggesting investors will actively trade around these positions. The triple witching coincides with a rebalancing of benchmark indexes, including the S&P 500, according to an estimate from senior index analyst at S&P Dow Jones Indices. The rebalance in the index alone could spur $33 billion of stock trades. Friday's session lands just as the S&P 500 regains with a 3-day jump lifted by the Federal Reserve's optimism that the economy can withstand rate hikes and China's promise to bolster its financial markets. Continue. The S&P 500 has climbed almost 6% over the past 3 sessions in the best rally since 2020. Marko Kolanovic at JP Morgan says urges investors to go all in. That's right, diamond hands everybody. Buy the dip. With market sentiment weak and institutional fund exposure to equities near multi-year low, caution in the derivative market is everywhere. The 20-day average for the CBOE put call ratios for equities, for example, hovers near a 2-year high. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today in the market with all those options expiring today on March 18th. I got a couple of options that are expiring today. A couple of covered calls. Oh, market's over. Got stuck again. Dow Jones down 86, down 79. NASDAQ down 53, and the S&P 500 down 10. So not too bad. Just about 0.25%, except for the NASDAQ, which is almost at down 0.5%. Let's take a look at cryptocurrencies, which were down last I checked. Down 0.5%, not too bad. Bitcoin down 1.3%. Ethereum down about 0.5%. XRP is down 1.87. Avalanche is down 5. Cardano down 3. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too good for cryptocurrencies. All right, next. I've spent years researching fundamental investing. I've mastered technical analysis and swing trading. I just do the opposite of whatever Jim Cramer says. Making money. Next. How the Fed's rate increase will affect you. I thought this was a very simple, good article to understand how because everybody's talking about the Fed's rate increase. Not a lot of people actually know what that means. Let's see it. The latest Federal Open Market Committee minutes released this week suggest the potential for 7 interest rate hikes in 2022. Wall Street and economics gurus love to make a fuss over the timing and potential implications of interest rate changes, but not every American is a bond trader, an economics professor, or a monetary policy connoisseur. From a practical standpoint, a 0.25% interest rate hike means very little for the average middle-class Main Street American. Continue. Interest rates do have an impact on the average American, but it's part of the Federal Reserve's goal to raise rates so slowly and slightly that each individual hike doesn't rattle the cage, so to speak. For example, the last Fed rate tightening cycle took the Fed's funds rate from 0 to about 2.5% over a period of 3 years. By the end of the tightening cycle, interest rates will subtly impact the American investor in a number of ways. Americans with debt could see a 2 or 3% uptick in credit card, mortgage, and or adjustable student loan interest rates, which mortgages just hit 4% again. On the flip side, savers typically benefit from rising interest rates. But if you're hopeful that in 2022 you'll be able to get a 2% interest rate on a CD or high yield savings account, you'll likely be disappointed. Continue. Banks are under no obligation to raise interest rates along with the Fed, and they will likely drag their heels as much as they can. Rising interest rates will allow banks to inflate their margins a bit by charging higher rates on their loans while simultaneously maintaining lower rates on their deposits. Shoppers can also benefit from rising interest rates, which are intended to help the Fed combat inflation and keep rising prices for goods and services in check. Not with 0.25%. Rising interest rates can make it more costly for companies to borrow money needed to grow their businesses, which typically hurts corporate earnings. So you might see stocks go down because of it. Continue. Interest rates that are too high can tighten the credit market and hurt the stock market. Goldman Sachs recently reported that the S&P 500 Trust has dropped an average of 6% during the first 3 months following the first interest rate hike of a new Fed tightening cycle. However, the S&P 500 has proven resilient and historically traded higher by an average of 5% 6 months after that first rate hike. Yes, you may soon be paying a few extra bucks per month on your loans, but outside of larger borrowers and savers, rising interest rates should be welcome news for the average American because they're typically a sign that the economy is healthy and strong. Continue. Uh-oh. To all my friends out there
Darn.
that share their Netflix password,
I'm so sad.
Netflix is finally cracking down on password sharing. They want you to get an account because their earnings were horrible. Let's see it. Netflix is cracking down on password sharing. In a blog post, the streaming giant revealed that it's currently testing an additional charge between $2 to $3 for subscribers who share accounts with people outside of their household. The new pricing model will be first tested in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. The company did not give an indication if or when this rollout would happen in the US. Netflix has always made it easy for people who live together to share their Netflix account, with features like separate profiles and multiple streams in our standard and premium plans. Netflix product innovation director Cheng-Yi Long wrote in the post, continue. But ultimately, that functionality has created some confusion about when and how Netflix can be shared. As a result, accounts have been shared between households, impacting our ability to invest in great new TV and films for our members. John Christian, founding partner of On-Prem Solution Partners, told Yahoo Finance that the test will help the company twofold. First, it increases their total subscribers, often a market indicator for success. Secondly, but wouldn't that be cheating? Secondly, more subscribers paying will generate more revenue for Netflix. The ability to add subscribers will require new ways of monetization at a time when there are multiple options for consumers. Platforms may be more diligent on subscriptions. Continue. In addition to price increases for shared accounts, the company will also enable people who share their account to transfer profile information either to a new account or sub-account, thus keeping the viewing history and personalized recommendations. If family subscription also enable insight into each user, this could be hugely beneficial from a data point. Yes, collect data. The creation of unique user profile enables a platform, and so on and so forth. Anyways, no more cheating, everybody.
There'll just be new ways to cheat. There's always a way to cheat.
That is true. But this is basically the Netflix's equivalent of stealing your neighbor's cable. So they don't like it. Yeah, people will just cancel their Netflix subscription, go to Amazon Prime or any of the other streaming services.
It's true.
Next. Texas official quizzes financial companies on fossil fuel investments. This is interesting. Let's see it. Texas Controller Glenn Hagar has questioned 19 financial companies to clarify their investment policies on fossil fuels, his office said on Wednesday, showing the breadth of a review that could see firms losing state pension mandates. Letters were sent to companies including BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo, among others, that may be boycotting the fossil fuel industry, according to a statement and other materials sent by a spokesman for the Republican state official. Continue. Even if companies currently hold oil and gas investments today, some may be selling the hope of a green tomorrow with promises to divest or reduce fossil fuel exposure. We'll just be living in a constant state of St. Patrick's Day with a green tomorrow. Green everything. Another round of letters will soon be sent to more than 100 other publicly traded investment companies that appear to have one or more funds boycotting fossil fuels. Under new state law, Hagar will draw up a list of financial companies found to boycott fossil fuels. Those firms could then be barred from managing state pension money. Hagar told companies they have 60 days to provide details. At stake is access to pension funds like the $197 billion teacher retirement system of Texas, which has about $2.5 billion with BlackRock, for example. Continue. Major investors face balancing acts as some pension funds and endowments move to divest from fossil fuel stocks over climate change concerns. High energy prices have helped keep other investors in the stocks, however. If these companies are so concerned, what they should do is just take all their servers offline, shut your company down, and just go live in the forest.
That sounds really nice, actually.
Right?
It sounds wonderful.
If you're so concerned about it, instead of doing the fossil fuel thing, just, be an example. Lead by example. Sell your company.
That's too much to ask.
Burn it down, whatever. Shut off your servers.
Or just stop taking private jets.
That too.
You could start there.
Yes, that too.
Or maybe just own one or two. Just saying.
Don't get a Tesla either, because the lithium mining, the nickel mining, all that's harmful.
Bad.
Bad.
All
Very
bad.
Next.
Oh no.
Jim Cramer.
Oh,
I
no.
pushed for the president to send drones to the Ukrainians to locate and destroy artillery. And yes, General Cramer. Should I say General Cramer? And yes, they're operators. So he sends 100 of them. Are you kidding? I have spent time with AeroVironment and know their arsenal. We are sending the least impactful ones for the job. So here we have General Cramer getting into foreign policy.
Stay in your lane, man. Come on.
So what does this mean for the drones? If he's talking about the drones, it means that they're horrible and that it will ultimately fail. So he should probably just not talk about this. If the Ukraine loses, it's his fault.
It's all Jim Cramer's fault.
He shouldn't have tweeted anything about it. Next. Guggenheim's Minard says the Fed has abandoned monetary orthodoxy, and yes, they have. We can skip to the next article. EU regulators warn crypto unsuitable as investment or means of payment for most retail consumers. So the collective parents of the European Union have decided in Parliament in Strasbourg and Brussels and wherever else they are, have decided that no crypto for the European Union. Let's see it. EU supervisory authorities warn about the danger of investing in crypto assets. 3 European supervisory authorities issued a joint statement warning about the risk of crypto assets Thursday. The European Banking Authority, I wonder why. The European Insurance and Occupational Pensions Authority, also I wonder why. And the European Securities and Markets Authority. Interesting. None of those are invested in or have anything to do with cryptocurrency, and they're sad because they're not making money. Warn consumers that many crypto assets are highly risky and speculative. Yes, they are. We know that. We invest in them. If they go down, that's just... I've lost money in cryptocurrency. You don't see me crying about it. Key steps consumers can take to ensure they make informed decisions. The regulators explained that their warning followed growing consumer activity and interest in crypto assets, and the aggressive promotion of those assets and related products to the public, including through social media. Yes. Crack down on the propaganda. Continue. The supervisory authorities stated these assets are not suited for most retail consumers as an investment or as a means of payment or exchange. But for institutional investors, are they? They noted that consumers face the very real possibility of losing all their invested money if they buy these assets. So what? Furthermore, the ESA's cautioned that consumers should be able to alert to the risks of misleading advertisements, including by social media and influencers. If they're so interested in that, why don't they shut down the casino in Monte Carlo, the casinos in Germany, the casinos in France? Because there's a very real possibility that you will lose all of your money, whether invested or not, and most of your invested money, because chances are if you go there, you'll take out all your invested money. You'll put it all on black or red.
Yep.
So why not start there? Consumers should also be aware of the lack of recourse or protection available to them. Yes, it's the same like with a casino, like just chill. Continue. But they're not getting taxes. So yeah, basically, the EU is sad because should have bought the dip. That's what they should have done instead of whining about it.
It's
Next.
true.
Exactly. Michael said it. How many gambling sites are running over there without any issues? Exactly. Look what we have there. I'm sorry, is this Gen Z humor? Because I don't quite
get
understand. Is this one of these like Mensa puzzles? A well?
3 wells.
Look what we have there.
Say well 3 times.
Well. Look what we... Oh. Yes, it was one of those Mensa puzzles. Thanks, Ron.
Oh dear.
Took me a while. Next. Mike Novogratz expects Bitcoin to hit $500,000, says Bitcoin is a great alternative in economies with poor stewardship. So every single economy in the
all
world.
economies? It's great everywhere.
Next. U.S. economy, Fed. Why would Russia do this? Yes. This is
Very
this is
accurate.
what's happening in I can't believe even like semi-respectable publications like the
Yes.
Wall Street Journal, for example.
Yes.
Semi-respectable.
Yes, semi-respectable.
Yes, respectable.
Good, yeah.
They
Alright.
they're basically saying this too.
Yeah.
Why would Russia do this when the Fed is the one that shot the U.S. economy? We've been saying on Check the Market ever since last year they need to hike interest rates. But I guess that Mr. Powell wasn't watching.
Wasn't watching.
Should be watching.
Missed those episodes.
Make sure you share this broadcast so it gets to Jerome Powell. That way he can get his morning dose of market news from Check the Market, Check the News, instead of Jim Cramer. That's probably why he's wrong. That's who he's listening to. Next. Why won't he just let go?
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with
So
people?
that's what happens when you bag hold. Let's see one more
gosh.
time.
Oh no.
One more time. I don't put it. Just let go.
Oh dear.
So yeah, there you have it.
Ooh.
Next. Bored Ape Yacht Club ApeCoin DAO airdrops millions of ape coins to NFT owners. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the most famous NFTs, has now come out with an ApeCoin DAO. Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Let's go over some stocks to research real quick. So I'm looking at weathering a downturn. So if there's a downturn in the market, recession, whatever, these companies have high cash flows and a good amount of cash on the side to where they would be able to weather a downturn. Medium risk, FedEx, a transportation logistics company, just had an earnings miss today, so they're down about 3% pre-market. I think this company has great cash flow. It could weather a downturn. It's been hit harder in terms of share price than other logistics companies. So there's been a nice pullback on FedEx's stock. I put this one on my list for potential buy. They've had around 10% annual revenue growth and have had a dividend yield around 1.32%. This could be a candidate for a large company with good cash flow that could weather almost any downturn. So even if the stock price goes down, because in a downturn, even if you buy good companies, the stock price might go down. But you can just average out as you put more money in, and then once the downturn is over, there's money to be made. Another one, medium risk, Archer Daniels Midland, one of the world's leading producers of food and beverage ingredients, as well as other products made from a variety of agricultural products. They make ethanol, biodiesel, all sorts of stuff like that. This company is currently trading around 2x price to book value, 17x price to earnings. So in the agricultural space, or in its like, compared to its competitors, it's actually priced a little bit better. It has had a stellar run since March of 2020. There could still be some room left for growth. It's currently overbought, so I put it on my watch list for a potential buy should there be a pullback in it. It's a large company with solid financials, good cash flow, and could weather almost any downturn. It does have a small dividend, around 1.91%. This company could also profit from the Russia-Ukraine scenario by getting contracts with companies overseas that lost contracts with companies in Russia or Ukraine. So there could be some potential growth there. That's just that's just me thinking about it. There, I haven't like read anything on that. It is medium risk. Yeah, that's true. FedEx does have some shipping delays. They are working on a lot of that stuff. So
What are the
let's hope
ticker
they do get
symbols?
better. FDX for FedEx, and ADM for Archer Daniels Midland.
Michael's
FDX
asking
and ADM.
about any reputable companies to buy gold and silver.
Yes, I use two companies. I use APMEX, American Precious Metals Exchange. So it's apmex.com, and then JM Bullion. JM Bullion. Those are the two companies that I use to buy silver and gold from. Physical silver and gold. I'm not sure if you're in Canada, Michael. If you're in the US, then that, for all the Canadians watching, I don't know if you can get it. You probably have to get it from a website there. I don't know if they ship to Canada. So yep, that's those are the two, FDX and ADM. I'll have some more next week. I'm taking a look at these companies that are large and have good cash flows. If you would like to, there we have a Snoop jog. All right. If you would like to invest in Revival today, we'll give you an opportunity to do that now. Here's the ways to give. And as a thank you today, this week we have been sending out the little book, my goodness, by John C. Bogle. What's it called?
Do we have
The
the
little
little
book that beats the stock market, something like that. It's the red one, by John C. Bogle. There we go.
There we go.
Little book of common sense investing. That just completely slipped my mind. I was trying to get the title, and I couldn't.
Snoop messed you up.
Snoop did mess me up. So we'll send that to you as a thank you. This is more about index investing and long-term growth of a portfolio instead of like a get-rich-quick type thing. And here's the ways to give. Hashtag donate on Facebook, RT to 50155, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, cryptocurrencies. If you scan that QR code, and then we also accept checks. Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. Thank you to everybody who invested in Revival Today and everything that we do here. And then don't forget to claim your offer, revivaltoday.com/offer for that book. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out with us on this Friday, this Crypto Island Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go out there and make some money, and we will see you all next week.
Money friends and the CTM crew. Yes. Crypto Island, yo boy. Crypto Island, yo boy. Crypto Island, yo boy. We are the B.O.D. Yeah. Crypto Island boy, yeah. Crypto Island boy, yeah. Shout out to P Money friends and the CTM crew. Gotta hear from the Island boys. Yeah. Big shout out to y'all, man. Check the market. All right, man.